In the first place, it was in terms of freedom of expression, not, to the advertisements in general. A worldwide forum for free speech that allows people with diverse viewpoints to express their perspectives is crucial, in my opinion. First of all, Elon Musk is emphasizing the value of free expression even more. He is discussing the establishment of an international platform for free speech where everyone can openly express their views. Imagine a space where you can express your opinions without fear of censorship. That's what Elon wants to achieve. The fascinating thing is that Elon stated that he would always favor free speech over profit if he had to choose between the two. For a businessman, that's a rather daring statement, but it demonstrates his dedication to this concept. It's uncommon to hear someone in Elon's position put ethics ahead of profits in today's society. Don't you think it's a refreshing perspective? And in certain instances, there were advertisers that insisted on censorship. Ultimately, if censorship is imposed and we are forced to choose between censorship and money, or between free speech and financial loss, we will choose the latter. We will promote free speech instead of agreeing to be restricted for financial gain, which is, I believe, the morally proper thing to do. Let's then discuss how to strike a balance between free speech and censorship, particularly with regard to advertising. Naturally, advertisers want to ensure that the material that appears with their ads is consistent with their brand values. It makes sense. No one wants their advertisement to be next to anything contentious. The difficult thing, though, is how to uphold free speech while simultaneously satisfying marketers. Walking a tightrope is analogous to this. Elon thinks it's important to strike a balance between protecting free speech and brand safety, rather than enacting extensive restrictions. It will be interesting to observe how Elon strikes this difficult balance. Keeping the platform open and the advertisers on board requires a careful balancing act. In the past, there was practically no targeting, that is, no matching of people to ads, on old-school Twitter. The only advertisements that made sense on old Twitter were, essentially, very broad brand advertisements that were impossible to miss. As a result, if it's an advertisement for McDonald's or Coca-Cola, you can't help but notice it because half of the audience will find it interesting. We are now discussing Elon's intentions to enhance the user experience and add targeting on what we once called Twitter, which is now known as X. He is eschewing Twitter's past, when advertisements lacked any kind of targeting. Do you recall those sporadic advertisements that didn't relate to your hobbies? Yes, things are changing. I will be used to match advertisements with people who genuinely want to see them. This results in more pertinent and less intrusive advertisements. Better for the brands, better for us. It sounds like a promising AI-based system. If successful, it might result in safer surroundings for brands and a far better customer experience. Furthermore, who wouldn't choose advertisements that genuinely pique their interest over ones that are purely coincidental? The main advantage of the X platform is probably that it is the best option if you are trying to reach senior decision makers, the most powerful individuals in the world, and not just social media influencers. These individuals are not only influential on social media, but also run businesses, nations, and are among the world's intellectuals. I mean, that would definitely be the spot to post an advertisement if someone was attempting to contact me. X is the place to go if you want to network with prominent people, thinkers, or senior decision makers. It resembles the elite minds of the world's virtual hangout. Furthermore, well-known individuals like Michael Dell and Mark Zuckerberg are also avid users. Therefore, X is the place to be if you want to get your message in front of influential people. The idea that a tweet or post on X could attract the interest of such well-known people is quite astounding. In terms of influence and networking, it's truly revolutionary. The goal of OpenAI was to act as a counterbalance to Google since, well, the world was pretty much unipolar and Google dominated the AI market with no counterbalance. Additionally, I was worried that Larry Page did not care enough about the safety of AI. The open in OpenAI stands for open source, and the company was founded with many noble intentions. I gave it a name. In contrast to its original intent, it is now closed source for maximum profit. Let's now examine Elon Musk's contribution to the establishment of OpenAI and its implications for the AI sector. Back in 2015, Elon Musk established OpenAI with the very stated goal of acting as a check on Google's hegemony in the AI space. Google was at the forefront at the time, and worries about the influence one corporation may have over such a game-changing technology were mounting. When Elon saw this, he realized that we must ensure the ethical and safe development of AI. Similar to a tech version of checks and balances, the objective was to guarantee AI safety and restore some equilibrium to the sector. OpenAI was originally intended to be this charitable, open-source endeavor. The goal was to promote cooperation and openness by sharing its developments with the rest of the globe. They aimed to ensure that AI will not only benefit a small number of tech giants, but also everyone. By sharing the expertise of the major players with the rest of us, it was analogous to the Robin Hood of AI. However, this vision changed over time, as is common in the tech industry. Despite its admirable beginnings, OpenAI is now a for-profit, closed-source company. There has been a lot of discussion and criticism surrounding this adjustment. There are concerns about whether OpenAI is adhering to its initial goals. Is the goal still to make AI accessible and safe, or has it evolved into just another profit-driven industry? Well, it's a bit of a twist. The goal of democratizing AI has given way to a more conventional business strategy. This brings up some intriguing issues regarding AI's future and who will be in charge of this potent technology. Will a small number of organizations dominate it, or will it be utilized for the benefit of all? This change forces us to consider how to strike a balance between profit and innovation. Is it possible for a business to pursue profitability while remaining loyal to its charitable origins? It's a difficult line to tread, and OpenAI's path illustrates that difficulty. Neuralink wants to improve human intelligence in order to either stay up with AI or create a more harmonious relationship between humans and AI. And might it help us become more imaginative? In that regard, it will undoubtedly increase creativity. Additionally, I believe that you will have a situation similar to a magic genie in which the AI can accomplish whatever you can conceive of. Additionally, the AI will try its hardest to make you happy in the positive scenario. That could therefore turn out quite nicely. If a superintelligence is attempting to influence us to make you happy, it's likely to be successful. Let's now discuss Neuralink and its aspirational future plans. In order to establish a mutually beneficial partnership between humans and AI, Neuralink is aiming to improve human intellect. The goal is to increase our capacity and inventiveness in order to perhaps produce what Elon refers to as a magic genie scenario. If Neuralink is effective, it might have a significant impact in the years to come. We're discussing a future in which AI and humans coexist together, enabling unprecedented levels of creativity and invention. This stuff is really advanced. Imagine a future in which technology and our brains can communicate directly, enhancing our capabilities in ways we are still unable to completely comprehend. It's a little mind-blowing as well as thrilling. In order to increase the likely lifespan of awareness, SpaceX aims to make life multiplanetary. From the start, it has been the objective. Videos of me discussing this are available. If you would like any additional refinements, please let me know.